There's a guy who retreated into the woods in Minnesota, came out with this record.
Is the story true, or is it
The ones
like
I just told?
performance art? Yeah.
Hypothetically,
Well, one of those stories has been used. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
I mean, having a good story definitely helps. You know, it definitely helps with writers who want to have a hook and want something interesting to write about. If you've got a compelling angle to what you do, you know that, or if you're like sort of part of a larger trend that's occurring and you're just sort of on the cusp of it, you know, there's ways that you can kind of eke in on that.
I'd say focus on your music first, and if you make really good music, I do believe someone will eventually find out. And if you don't be too thirsty with the social media and like bothering people. If you are going to go that route, where it's about extra musical aspects of what you're doing, like really put thought into that and make that an art project in itself, and like that's interesting. But
excellent answer. Good stuff. Cool. The next question I want to explore was a little bit kind of, taking this concept of nearly infinite number of tracks, this infinite library out there that we can never really hope to consume. How has that changed our perceptions of the value of music? And it's kind of a philosophical question in a way. But if we're hearing more and more about how albums, for example, are perhaps losing a bit of relevance these days. Playlists are becoming more and more kind of the currency of how people are interacting, especially on these digital services. So I was curious to hear from you guys, how you think this technology is kind of changing our perceptions of value in the music itself. Maybe David?
I have an idea. One of the things I noticed that with everything moving online, everything digital, is that for the most part the context has been removed from the music. You hear the music, you might love it, you know a little bit of the story, you may know, like this guy's from Chicago. This guy's from Chicago, and he's associated with Chance the Rapper, and that's as much as you know. And so a lot of this stuff goes away, which to me is there's a richness in those stories, which is really nice, because you start to, if you love an artist, you want to know more about them. But there's also an upside to it, I think, that when people don't know anything, then it doesn't matter where the music comes from or when it comes from. People will fall in love with a track from, well, the 80s or last year or right now, and it sort of doesn't make any difference. I mean, to some people will specialize this, but I have friends, and my daughter and her friends, and they'll listen to this mix of stuff, and you go, where do they get it? This is like all over the map, which is kind of great.
How about you guys? Any thoughts on